I'm Chuck Offenburger. I'm an old, retired, mostly Iowa writer. I wrote the Iowa Boy column for the Des Moines Register for 21 years. And I've been a kind of a groupie at Plymouth for about 25 years, 30 years, and followed my wife here, Carla, my late wife, Carla, who was a member for a long, long time. Actually joined as a Plymouth member about 3 years ago, so I'm fairly a newbie, but I know the ropes around here and I know the hallways. So I have thought from my first times around Plymouth that our music and arts program here is one of the real calling cards of this great church. I've followed choral music around Iowa and have for decades, and I would say our chancel choir is consistently one of the 2 or 3 best choirs in the whole state. When people come in who are newcomers to the church and they hear that, they are spiritually touched by that music. It's always not just good, it's well thought and well presented, and it ties into the scriptures. When the choir has resources, they can do some pretty special things. They prove that all the time, but they proved it personally to me on April 20th. My wife Carla was very ill. She was in hospice, was in hospice 11 months, and then she passed away in late July. But this is April 20th, and it was our 30th wedding anniversary. And I had written this column on our website about that this is our 30th and probably last wedding anniversary, but the actual day came on the day of our anniversary, and it was late in the afternoon, and there's a knock on our door. And at this point I should say, this is not like in Beaverdale. This is outside Cooper, Iowa, which is 60 miles from here. I go and I open the door, and it was C. Scotch and Bryce Oakley. And I thought I was like seeing ghosts. I said, "What are you two doing here?" They said, "Well, we have a few people coming to sing for you." And here they came, and there were 10 members of the chancel choir who'd made that trip out to our place and sang a couple of spiritual numbers, but also sang some good old-fashioned love songs for Carla and me. And we had no clue this was coming. It just, for 10 people to rearrange their lives on a weekday afternoon in early April, was like, I can't believe they're doing this. But needless to say, I was already a big fan of the Plymouth Music and Arts program, but now I'm really a fan. It takes a lot of resources to make a big church like this happen. And after my 25 or 30 years around here, I have a real strong belief that what we do at Plymouth Church is really important. And it's not only important, but it's cool and it's fun. So I will be more generous than I've ever been before. I know that, because when you encourage people to give and donate and support you, you're spreading the ownership. And when somebody writes a nice check or makes a commitment and starts giving regularly to Plymouth, it's like they're going to pay a lot closer attention to what's going on here. And what they'll find out is it's tremendous. It's interesting. There's always something good happening here, and to feel like I own part of this. This is what I helped create here. That's a great feeling.